Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lord Exsus and I'd like to welcome you all back to Elex. Now last time on Elex we decided to go to the Hort in Ignodon and join up with the clerics, or at least sort some problems out there, because I want my goddamn plasma rifle. I've said it once and I've said it before, and that's when I wanted a shield, but now stats are pushing me in the direction of having a long-range energy weapon. So we went there and we decided to talk to the head cleric. I forget his name. Reynold? I'm going with Reynold. And yeah, we found out that the clerics have a drug problem, they have a chem problem, and I started to gather information and sort that out, as well as give you the grand tour of the Hort, the clerics' military base, not their capital city, not the place where most of their civilians reside. That's a place I'm still not allowed to get into yet. Anyway, we're going to get back in and we're going to get this resolved, and there's a few more things for me to explain to you. So without further ado, let's get back in to Elex. Okay guys, and this is exactly where I left you, here with Duras in the cleric military base of the Hort, and we had gathered all of our information on the surveillance reports on the supposed people that could be taking chems. Now, rather than speculating which one I thought it might be, like I did at the end of the last episode, and I was pretty sure it was Hagar, I think his name's Hagen, that's right, Hagen, and I didn't think it was Oswald because he's very pious and sitting there chanting, and Siegfried I haven't even met, so, and the report suggested that it could be Hagen, but I didn't really get it right, so I thought rather than sitting here speculating and getting it wrong and messing the whole thing up, I would look online and go to the old cheat factory for help, which is the forums on Steam and other places. And they informed me that it is indeed Oswald, which now looking at it makes more sense after looking through the reports briefly before I started the video. None of the reports comment on anybody being anywhere at night time. In the afternoon, yes, but never at evening. So the chem deal would have to take place at night time. That's the only time it could take place. So that's the thing. And secondly, Oswald, as I mentioned before, when we talked to him, he said he was a miserable, pathetic man before, and if you actually talk to him again, if you look back at the last episode, you'll notice that he has a very different accent to everyone else in Ignodon, and that's because we should have gathered from that he is in fact previously an outlaw, and outlaws lived a very drug-addled and subversive life. So that's the thing. We couldn't really get that from that necessarily, but Oswald's the one anyway. So we've got to go and tell this guy here that Oswald is the one. Hopefully the forums are right. They're not messing with me. It kind of makes sense. So that's the thing. So we'll do that. I don't know if you guys can see, but if you look in the background over there, there's two guys fighting. That's in the pit. That's where you go and get executed. If you're a prisoner, if you've done something really wrong, they're just fighting back there. I should really walk in there and, oh, you can actually even hear them a little bit. Okay, enough of that though. Let's talk to, yeah, it's Reynold. About the chem dealers.
About the chem dealers here in the Hort. Yes?
You may also notice that my helmet comes off during talking bits. That's automatic. I don't think there's a way to turn that off, so you remain talking with the helmet on.
I think I know who the chem dealer is.
Well, please tell me who you think is responsible.
I think it was Oswald. I like how it said it must have been Siegfried. That's because Xander asked us in the last episode to say it was Siegfried, and I thought it was, or I thought it was Hagen, but Siegfried hasn't been around at all, so he could have been the guy that made the deal. We don't even know where he is. So I'm assuming he was outside, but yeah, I suspected Hagen. But apparently not, it's Oswald. But this is going to create a problem. This is information I also looked up. If we don't say it's Siegfried, Xander will now have a problem with us, and that becomes a problem later because Xander is indeed the crafting trainer of this area. I haven't done any crafting in this game at all, so I don't really know how it works yet, but I'm assuming we're going to need it, or want to heavily rely on every aspect of this game. Since you have to work so much to get the things, surely crafting is actually important. Anyway, but I am going to have to say Oswald because I think that's what, well, we now know that's what it is.
I think it was Oswald.
obvious Kalan-fearing person, but there is something strange about him. Maybe this explains his behavior. Thank you for your work. I will investigate this further. If he is really the suspect, then he will receive a just punishment, and you shall receive the promised reward when that happens.
Okay, so Reynold gave us 500 experience, and we did indeed level up. And you guys already know where all my points are going. My attribute points are going into. They're all going into Dex. So, yeah, that's happened. Also, I promised to explain something other than just the Berserker things last time. We now have 7 learning points as well to go and talk to trainers, which again I haven't distributed yet. I believe I've done one somewhere. Yes, I did. Lockpicking already has one in it. I believe that's standard. It has to. I don't remember investing in that. So, what did I do? I'm pretty sure I'd done something before. Did I do armor? No, I think that already has one in it to be able to wear armor at all. Maybe I didn't in this playthrough. Maybe it's a different one. I can't remember. But what I didn't explain is personality. Now, personality kind of fucked me over and fucked me off a little bit. And what it is when we were back in Berserker territory in Idan, in Goliath, if you remember, I was trying to increase my charisma, or there were certain things I couldn't do because I kept getting the red come up saying charisma score needs to be 4 or higher. And I should have guessed what that meant, but I didn't, so I did eventually have to look it up. And your personality trainer, and any of these, by the way, crafting, survival, combat, but this one's a bit different because it's called a personality trainer, or personality tab, but you go to a charisma trainer. In order to have 4 charisma points in your stats, you have to put 1 point into 4 different, or 4 of the same, but most of them only go up to 3 or whatever, but 4 personality points you have to place in things and pay for in any of these, and then your charisma will go up to 4. So then when you talk to somebody and there's the option to suggest or the option to persuade, if your charisma score is 4 or higher, it will be successful. That probably is actually quite a standard thing that most people would easily get. It is also, of course, related to cunning and intelligence, because as you look to the side there, I can't buy attribute points in personality without having my cunning at 25 and my intelligence at 15. So you have to use your stats and attribute points to be able to level this up to use other stats and attribute points that are kind of hidden, or not. Maybe someone figured that out a lot quicker than I did and was on the ball. I really did not, but I'm explaining it to you now in that way. I hope you understand. It's pretty straightforward. All these ones, like combat trainers and survival, the combat to survival, the crafting and that, I'm pretty sure is a bit more straightforward, but it's just a personality one that was a little bit weird because it asked me to have charisma, but it's not called charisma, it's called personality. So we'll see if that confuses the hell out of us as we go along, or more specifically me. Anyway, so we've talked to Reynold. He's done that. Let's go back and talk to Xander and have him hate us. We also applied my ability points, so I'm now level 9. My coldness is at neutral, so I'm starting to get my personality back, because if you remember at the start of the game, Jax was very, very cold towards everyone, because he's indeed an alb, so the Elex in his system, and blah de blah, all that good stuff. So yeah, we're now at dexterity 23. I believe we needed like 41, was it, for the plasma rifle? I don't know. We came out of there. Let's go quickly look at the armorer again. I know he's around here somewhere. Sorry guys, I don't pick up things that quickly. No, she's the charisma trainer. Where is the armorer guy? We did talk to him. He's over here, isn't he? Yeah, armor master. He is there. So banking over that way. Oh yeah, down where those swords are down there. Let's quickly have a look at my beautiful plasma rifle one more time. My memory is absolute garbage.
I want to trade.
Right you are. I'll show you what you can buy at your rank.
Thank you, sir. So it's the laser rifle. And we need Dex 39. So one more level and I can get the laser rifle. Thank fuck. It's not even that expensive. It's like 875 elixir, which isn't bad. And then I can concentrate on maybe getting rid of this shield and looking a little bit more techno. Well, at the moment we look a little bit rough and sort of just modern, normal worldy. But That'll help us blend in when we eventually go to outlaw territory. That'll be awesome. So let's go talk to Xander.
Yes.
And have him reject us. Someone did say Xander doesn't always, because he's a crafting trainer, there is meant to be ways to, like, work around that. Yeah, there's meant to be ways to... Not that way. We do need to go that way in a while, but not yet. Yeah, there's meant to be ways to work around it, like you can pay him 400 elixir, or later on when you get your psionic energies up enough, if you're with the clerics, you can persuade him through the persuasion dialogue, which will be handy. So getting very used to not being shouted at for using technology. That's good, because the berserkers are in there like swimwear when it comes to that. I'm just going to go this way.
So, you told Reinhold who you suspect is dealing chems?
I did.
And you didn't tell him it was Siegfried? I will tell all my trading friends to cease trading with you. Sorry about that, but a man has to keep his reputation.
How do I persuade the merchants to start trading with me again?
How do I persuade the merchants here to start trading with me again?
That all depends what you're prepared to do for it. I mean, your first step could be to report me to Reinhold, but I suspect you wouldn't get very far with that. I could ask you to help me with something, but you don't seem to keep such arrangements. So, well, what else can we think of?
Yeah, I'm just going to give him... I didn't realise. I thought he stopped training you, but apparently he stopped anyone. Yeah, see, we need Charisma 6. We haven't got Charisma 6. We didn't even have Charisma 4 back at the other place. I've got, like... I don't even know if I've got the 1 for Charisma. So, I didn't realise he would stop me trading with everyone. I'm assuming I go back in there now, no one's going to sell anything to me. So I'm just going to pay him off.
How about this?
I see we're starting to speak the same language. Yes, this will do nicely. Consider us square.
Cool. And we got another 400 experience for that? That was interesting. Charisma would have meant we didn't have to spend that. But we've still got 2,463 elixir, so that's not so much of an issue. And we got some, we just got some experience, which is always good. Only a little bit, but one step closer to that plasma rifle, guys. Okay, let's. I know where there is at least one other quest, so let's do that. In fact, I know where there's two. Well, know where there's two. I haven't been in all these buildings. We have to have a look. We have to get more trainers and stuff on point. There is a locked chest there. It is forbidden for me to open it. I guess I have a lockpick because it says 1/1. Look at these PCs. Those PCs are insane. What is that? It running under the desk? That's a big ass toner. I bet you play some banging games on there. Bet this game would run better on there. Take the elixir. That's forbidden. I don't want to just steal stuff in case anyone does happen to be around. I'm not going to sleep and pass any time. There's no need. A fine dining spoon, you say? Trying to collect more rather than earning more elixir now as well. I don't know how much I have in terms of crafting materials or anything like that. Let's look across here. I do have a picklock. I have one. That's why I said I could unlock it. I don't really want to attempt it just in case. Materials. I have some natural elix that the Albs consume. I have just one. I have a mana. I have a raw form of mana sitting there. It gives me plus 20 health, plus 20 energy, which is mana on my mana bar. Okay, I have some electronic scrap. I have a bit of iron ore and a sulfur nugget, which is what I picked up from here. I don't have a lot of crafting materials. I probably I mean, they're very easy to sell to get quick elixir, but I probably shouldn't have. Anyway, right. You look cool as fuck. I mean, you have the second set of armor, the legate armor, or whatever it's called. I need to get me in there with the clerics. But I will also admit, clerics?
Not now.
There's only one cleric. Why does it say clerics? But I will let you guys know I won't join the clerics until after I've shown you a little bit of Tavar's Outlaws, because although I will join the clerics, I like them the best. I like the sci-fi. I like the energy weapons and such. Or at least I think I will. We'll see. My mind might change. I will take you to Tavar to see the Outlaws because I've been there and talked to a few of them, and they are by far the most fun. A cleric's ring. Can anyone see me? Nope. Cleric's ring received. What does the cleric's ring do? In this game, you don't have, like, vendors will still buy stolen stuff from you because they don't know. So that's Handy. Does the cleric's ring actually do anything though? Yes, it does. Maximum mental energy plus 20. Requirements. I can't actually put it on because it requires you to be a cleric, but I'll keep that for when we are a cleric. Okay, so I need to make it to the mechanics section again where the factory guard was. Let's go to the factory. I know there's a quest there that needs doing. Nope, that just led round in a circle. What a doof. Through here, perhaps. Administration, this is where Hagen is.
They say the raptors are pretty fierce.
They are pretty fierce, trust. I haven't killed one yet, they just always kill me. I swear there was another guy up here, I really do. Like a really important guy.
If you don't try, you don't win.
The mechs that went into Abessa pretty much killed that whole party.
Okay, so he doesn't seem to be up here. Or maybe I was thinking of another building. Duras, out my way, buddy. Yeah, we'll just vault over there because that was necessary. A little look around. Just chilling out, eating your foods. Ah, there's this guy. We don't have to talk to him yet, but we will come in here later to talk to him. I didn't realise those two buildings are linked.
If we don't work together, we won't stand a chance.
There's a guy up on the top level of somewhere. He does give us quests. He's actually quite important. He's like the equivalent of one of the warlords in the Berserker territory, or I forget what they're called here. This is just another way in, isn't it? Yes, it is. God damn it, game. I need to learn to navigate round correctly, but until I learn the proper layout of everywhere, that's going to be hard. So I think this is the factory over here. Ah, iron ore. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, the factory's over here. There's a guy in here that has a question. It's not the guy I was talking about being upstairs, but there is a guy in here. It's this gentleman. Not the robot. Ooh. A Guard U5 prototype. Speak to you in a minute. I want to speak to Goddard.
Hey, you! I need an adjustable wrench and a set of retaining rings. And, if you are up for it, bring me a weapons-grade Elex battery, a pressurized air intake valve, and what was the last?
I'll get the things you need.
I'll get the things you need.
Wait a second. There is still something missing. Let me think now. Damn it, it was right here. I had it a moment ago.
He's not going to remember if I say anything, so I'll say nothing.
Adjustable wrench, retaining rings, pressurized air intake valve, and I'm still missing a few screws, of course. But what was the last thing? Not the orbital reset brake. At any rate, I have that. Pin 3 bracket arm. I know I forgot one of those last time. Could it be that again? Think. Well, I've not seen it anywhere. But what if it's something else?
Do you want my help?
Quiet. Oh, damn it. That's my line of concentration gone. You know how hard it is to get a moment's peace to think in this place? Damn it! What the hell was it that I was thinking about? I think I will have to get the tool myself. The machines we build and maintain here, they are all that will stop the owls. But, do I get the resources I need to do the job properly? Do I, hell?
Okay, I thought I'd let him continue his line of thought, because if you do anything other than say nothing, he gets interrupted earlier and he gives you less dialogue. Anyway, what's got you so stressed?
What's got you so stressed?
We used to work. We used to make things and think of the future. But now everything we do is for combat. I didn't become a mechanic for that, but I suppose we all have to do our duty if this war is to be won.
Sounds like you think your work is important.
It sounds like you think your work is important.
Now, you're sounding like a legate. This isn't ego. This isn't about me. This is about getting the equipment our forces need. You don't think that's important? We are the only ones who can really stop the owls. That takes a toll. That means everything here has to go smoothly. That means I've got to get production running at full capacity. And it means I need someone to take care of some of the day-to-day things while I get all this working properly.
Pay me and I'll help you then.
Pay me, and I'll help you.
Deal. It's not like I have time to waste. I need you to get me a set of replacement parts. With all the mechanics we've lost recently, we are chronically undermanned here. So, this list has been sitting here waiting to be sorted. If you're available, I need you to get over to my supplier and get me those parts, okay?
You'll trust me with your shards, just like that?
You'll trust me with your shards, just like that?
You're here to do a job, so I'll give you the tools you need to do it. Good luck. We need those parts.
Where do I find this guy?
Where can I find your supplier?
He's a trader. He sets up business near the gate during the late evening hours.
And we can also ask him to teach us something. Let's see what he's got to teach. Who is
Teach
he?
me something.
It's done.
Well, here's the survival trainer, which is always good. Animal trophies is one. Armor is one. We can't increase the protection given by armor because, again, our constitution and our strength are both too low. We have animal trophies, unlocks the ability to acquire special trophies from animals. I don't know why anyone would want that. Good eat increases the health given from food. That's quite handy. Extra hit points gives additional hit points each level. That you can only do that once. That's really handy. I'm going to take it. Yes, I do. Thank you. And we have survival +1. We have no extra ability points or attribute points on this for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway. Thank you. And that's how much extra hit points it gave us for this level. You can see the bar at the top there. It is really strange. Unless I'm being a complete and utter doof, when I go over to my attributes, this is the equivalent of my character sheet. It doesn't actually tell us, unless I am being a complete spack and it's somewhere and I've missed it, it doesn't tell us anywhere what our actual HP is, like a number. It gives us our constitution, but it doesn't tell us how much HP we have. Maybe I could bring, maybe I'll look in the options, maybe I can bring the numbers up in the bar, maybe there is an area for that, we just don't need it. Anyway, I don't need to rest and heal that bit up. We've got to go and find his supplier. And it said he's outside the gate, so what am I looking for? Not here, here. Harder steel. Gotta needs a few special replacement parts. Good. Mark that on the map. And there's the arrow. Let's go. These robots look cool as fuck. Cleric combat robot. Do you like this place? I'm assuming the domed city where the civilian population is kept and looked after. I'm assuming that's a lot more kind of friendly and it looks less mechanical, but I've only been able to see it from the outside. I will take you guys there to see it from the outside. I know there's a way in as well, but yeah, we can't quite do that yet, or at least I don't know if we can do that yet. This might be another thing I have to look up. Okay. So this is the Ignodon, or sorry, the Hort teleporter. We end up here when they're linked to the other one. That is pretty imposing. I can't lie about that. It's pretty imposing. Yeah. So there's a guy over there. I think that guy over there actually has a quest for us, or a mission as they're called in this game. But we're gonna go down here because the guy we're looking for is slightly further on. There is a crater here. This looks like a little weapons blast. Nothing major. We have to go up to there, over there. I see things over there. Saw something moving, and I'm not talking about the birds. Hello, what's over here? What are you on the floor? Oh, healing herb. Yes, please. Let's take these. Okay. Yeah, shit got messy around here, but it's kind of it is part of an ice mountain, but also not. We're kind of surrounded by but they don't go up very high. I thought it might be near the ice fortress of Zakor where the Albs are, but maybe not. Anyway, this guy's over here under these weird battlements, and for some reason there's guns facing, like these machine guns facing the hort. But this is the guy. He's a outlaw called Shorty.
What's up?
You got a delivery to go to the hort, right?
You've got a delivery to go to the hort, right?
Are you asking me? Or are you telling me? Because I have no idea who you are.
Goddard sent me.
Goddard sent me.
Goddard? Who's that? Oh. Wait. He's the guy working his ass off for a few dumbass robots. Okay, we can make a trade. What is it you want from me?
Replacement parts.
He needs some replacement parts.
Replacement parts? Oh yeah. I remember. Those special, particular replacement parts. Yeah, of course I have them on me. Packed well and top quality, as always. But now I have a question. Can you pay for these replacement parts?
Do you think I'd be here otherwise?
Well, you know, some people forget that important part of the trade.
Okay, here are the shards.
Here are the shards for Goddard's delivery.
And? The rest?
The rest?
The rest that came about because of increased demand. Double what you've given me, to be exact. Do you need a lesson about supply and demand, or are you gonna pay what's needed?
So we haven't got a combat rank of 3, so threatening him will not do anything. I can tell him we need time, but he won't give us the stuff. We can tell him we give him the original price, but he'll fight us. So 100 shards isn't a lot, so just give him the other 100 shards.
Here, take the shards.
There, you see? I knew we could come to an agreement. And you can be sure those replacement parts won't let you down. They're top quality. Your buyer will be very happy.
Okay, so we received a closed box. I don't know if we can open it because the way he talked about the replacement parts, as he so shadily said, has me concerned. This package is sealed. It cannot be sold, it cannot be opened. So let's go give it back to Goddard. It's very shady business. But all he does is work on robots, right? So, see, I automatically got the feeling, because obviously I've seen Shorty before. I've gone and seen him, and I've done this for the cleric quests on my own private playthrough of this, and it was instantly suspicious the moment he started saying stuff like that. It's like, so are you the guy who's getting the chems inside the hort, or? I don't know if I've touched on anything there, because I only done a very little bit for the clerics, just enough to get myself accepted. Okay. Place has the strangest geographical structure or geological structuring I've ever seen. I mean, since when does rock come out hexagonal? Very odd. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's just weird. No, this is the other way around, but we can go through here. Okay, and here he is.
I got this crate from your supplier.
You came through. If this delivery is all present and correct, it means I can finally catch up with my backlist of repairs.
I thought you wouldn't take deliveries from an outlaw.
I thought you wouldn't take deliveries from an outlaw.
I got the blessing for it from the powers that be. The ends justify the means in times of emergency.
We can ask him, tell him that he's lying, but again, we need a charisma of 6, so we can't do that. How would you at this point in the game? I don't understand. Or I do, but having a charisma of 6 at this point in the game, fuck, there's some serious work I need to do on my private playthrough in order to basically have the right dialogue options to do anything extra with anyone. Anyway, was that everything?
Is that everything?
Well, you still need pay. There, take it.
He gave us 75 shots, so we got like half our... Well, we didn't. We got nearly all of our money back. Okay, so he's done. Done. There's not much we can do here. What about this thing? I'd never talked to this thing before. Guard U5.
Routine running without error.
Oh, that's all he says. I thought there might be random quest there. What's in the back here? Anything? No, this is one solid... This is one sealed room. Okay. Few mechanics around here. Good to know. Okay, so we've got to try and find other people that are going to give us quests because I need to level up. Yeah, we're not even halfway through level 9 yet. We're not even a quarter of the way through it. Let's have a look around. Who can we talk to? So, there's that guy in that office that I mentioned before. I can kind of find him, but we get told to go there by someone else. This is the armorer guy. What is back here? Can we go up from here? Is there anything else? Oh no, this is to the mechanics. It's not a sealed room. I'm talking out my arse. Talking absolute shite. Excuse me, combat robot. Okay. I know for a fact there's a high up room somewhere with another guy in it. Because I remember having a conversation with said guy. Maybe it's in here? Suggesters. Suggest a boulder. Okay, so you're one guy. You're not the guy I was thinking of though. Who are you? You're just a cleric. Oh, you go up. More offices and such. This place in itself is like amazing. There's so many places for us to sleep. Unlike the Berserker's place, where there was like a few beds right in Ragnar's place. I guess you could sleep in people's houses. It was nice that it isn't like Skyrim or Oblivion, where you can actually get like put in prison for sleeping in someone else's bed. Oh, I didn't mean to come out this side. Oh well. I know there's a guy around here somewhere. I'm trying to think. Not through there. That's the main guy. We'll run over here. Why not? Is it up in there? I genuinely can't remember. Because that's the factory. Could it be through here? That's no, that's the administration again. God damn it. I swear to God, up in one of these buildings, in one of these rooms, it was a big room though. Ah, I think I know where it might be. I am lying. Might be in the pit, the place where they send the criminals. Could actually well be. Anyway, let's go back and talk to Reinhold, because he may have some news about Oswald by now and whether they've convicted him, and he may have other quests for us. May not, I can't actually remember. Let's see what he's saying. It might even be... No, I think I know. It's upstairs in here where that other guy is. We'll go talk to him in a minute. But talk to you first. No, because all we've got is you think you're responsible for holding back the Albs. I mean, I'll talk to him about this anyway, but...
So, you think you are responsible for holding back the Alps?
That is the task of the clerics now. Personally, I oversee the defense of the hort. It is Judicator Ulbricht who is overseeing the war against the Albs. Not a task that I envy him. But then at least his work is black and white. There are Albs and there are clerics. While I must decide which category these separatists belong in. Visitors, vagrants, travelers, and enigmas, they are all part of my responsibility.
Alright, good to know.
Act in the name of Kalan and we will accept you.
Okay, so no, he's not going to report to us of anything yet. So anyway, let's go up here. I think I have finally remembered it. I think the guy is up here. Excuse me, guard. Somewhere. Through here. He is through here. This guy. Ulbricht?
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here.
Everyone deserves a new start, but that doesn't include brainwashing.
All causes require conviction. All causes require faith.
And some will say anything just to get you to do their dirty work.
Oh, Duras is not happy about this. I'm going to say thank you for your offer. I'll think about it. This is probably going to make Duras more mad at us, so it is what it is. He was pretty pissed at us. Or he wasn't pissed at us last time, but hey.
Thank you for your offer. I'll think about it.
You should. You have carried your own burden and that of others for too long. Here you will find others to share that load. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the hort?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the Comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Albs, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Hort serve? And the answer can only be the Albs. You've seen them. The converters they built on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north, and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
Okay, so yeah, that's a thing. The clerics literally, just like all the other factions, believe they're doing the right thing. I mean, the Berserkers technically have cleared their converter already. I'm going to say you need to find someone to unite the factions.
You need to find someone to unite the factions.
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you're suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
Okay, I've done this before. I don't know if Duras is going to act particularly well to this. This guy, I already know-ish what he's going to say, and I decided I would be totally honest. So, I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alb commander.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alb commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the Free People?
I am free from Elex. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you're here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the Elex and seen the life there is outside Zakor. Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and make Kalan bring you enlightenment.
So yeah, we do have questions. That was a nice little bit of lore there, and this guy was prepared to just pull out his plasma rifle and blow our head clean off. But, you know, he's willing to talk as well. Are the Albs still attacking the Hort?
Are the Albs still attacking the Hort?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. For the attacks we've suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Megalan than lightning braves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shot. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alb forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Uruk has 3 garrisons, supported by fighting machines and colossi.
And I can only hope that they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Will you wait for an Alb attack, or strike first?
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive, and that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Hort. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machine, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Albs. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Albs. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who have seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. Though I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
Okay, so I didn't know this was going to be a thing. I didn't talk this much with him. So, we have a mission from him. To go out to the free lands and find someone that could be a commander. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll do that.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Albs. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
So that's interesting. That's interesting. He wants me to ask the leaders of the other factions. Well, they're going to turn it down. Naturally, out of hand, they'll turn it down because they're the leaders of their own factions. But their commanders, that's the thing. I think I know a guy. He's a little rough around the edges and he likes to complain a lot. If you remember, in a Goliath, there's a guy called... He's not a commander either, but there's a guy called Elder. The guy that was talking about his friend having the... Where did you go, Duras? Jesus, man. We'll go down here. There's a guy called Elder who complained that he didn't have enough workers and they left him in charge of a whole sector on his own. And one of his workers went missing. We found out he was the guy that had the chems overdose. So he comes to mind for some reason rather than any other commanders. Although Cormag is a good commander in Goliath. I don't know anything about the... really anything about the people of Tavar, the outlaws. I don't know enough to say who would be a good commander for them. Anyway, if we go through here, let's actually pick up a quest off someone, because I thought he did give us a quest, but I don't want to do that right now. Let's go and see Boulder. What does Boulder have to say? Hello, Boulder.
Kalan be with you. What brings you to me? Are you here to pay your tithe?
Pay your tithe. Why?
I'm not here to pay anything.
All who stay here must pay their tithe to honor Kalan.
But let's get to the point. As the highest suggester, I don't have much free time, as I'm sure you understand.
Suggestion.
The correction of those who have strayed from the path of the pure. As the High Suggester, I assist the minds and souls of the lost to return to Kalan's ways through suggestion. Kalan's will works through a skill all clerics must learn. The mind must be free from false teachings. The body pure, free of the poison of Elex. Only then can we be at one with Kalan and his community. As a patriarch, it is my job to guide and advise. The will of Kalan clears the mind.
Okay, so how do you clear someone's mind?
How do you clear someone's mind?
Through suggestion. We have developed technology, implants that allow us to guide the minds of others. It takes training, but it means we can bring people back to the pure path, or suggest to them that they do things that will assist us. It is an art that only the clerics understand.
Makes absolute sense, I guess. And that's your psionic powers, right? I'm gonna say, can't the elves do that with their mutants?
Can elves do that with their mutants?
The machine components you see on some wasteland mutants? We believe those allow the Albs a measure of control over the mutants. But it is a crude form of the suggestion we practice here. Some say it is because they are strong of mind. Others that it is because they have been poisoned. But I think the answer is more straightforward. Their commanders are using an extreme form of brainwashing on them already. Their minds are already being controlled.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the last one.
So this is where you brainwash people?
No. You can't force people to change who they are. You can only bring out their better traits. That is what I do. I re-educate people. That is what I must do now. There is a poor wretch who requires re-education. Leave me. I must help him find the light of Kalan.
So we got a mission from that. Hands off. What is the mission? Okay, so Ulbricht's big offensive. So we got to attack the Alb converter, and we've got to do all of the Alb converters all across Magalan. That one, and what's hands off? Boulder told me not to interfere with duties as a suggester. Mark that on the map. Okay, and that puts us right here. I want to interfere with your duties.
Faith is our shield.
Okay, apparently I can't, so... Jesus, I can't actually... So you give me a mission, but there's nothing to the mission. Just not to interfere with your stuff. Do I succeed if I just leave you alone? I do have a yellow marker though. Where does that take me? Ellie or Eli. Let's go and see. Quickly go and see. Because I haven't really done much this episode apart from wander around and spout absolute nonsense. And for that I do apologise. But let's see this Eli or Ellie. I'm going with Eli. Not there. Somewhere through here. We'll make our way through the maze of techno structures. Ah, okay, it's a prisoner.
No, no, no.
So still not you. So this is the pit.
Kalan will save me. Sin.
He's having a piss. Let's speak to Eli.
Those self-righteous bastards. They should all rot. Every last one of them. Can't you see the truth about them? And you. What about you? Don't tell me you're planning on joining those lunatics. You can't be that stupid. Just get me the fuck out of here, will you? These bastards have got no right to keep me here.
You're an outlaw. So you are obviously not here willingly.
You're obviously not here willingly.
No shit. I was kidnapped so they could try and brainwash me into joining this cult. But they won't get me so easily.
How did you end up here?
How did you end up here?
They said we attacked one of their outposts. Total bullshit. What do they think I am, suicidal? Anyway, they wouldn't listen. They dragged me here and tried to brainwash me. But their bullshit didn't take. I remembered everything. And so instead of setting me free, they dropped me down here.
So you're from Tavar, right?
Where are you from?
Tavar. A bunch of these assholes came over the border. These idiots I was with were too busy fighting among themselves to see the clerics creeping up on us. They ambushed us out there and then dragged us to Ignadon after we'd been wounded.
But you do have a plan.
Plan? I don't have a plan. Not yet. I just know I have to get out of here. I won't let them turn me into some mindless slave.
And you expect my help?
And you expect me to help you?
Expect? I don't expect anything. But I hope you can see what these clerics say about free people is bullshit. They don't care about freedom. They want to brainwash you. So, will you help me?
I don't know. Outlaws, clerics, they are enemies at war. I don't think we should interfere in this.
And you're gonna listen to that tree-loving throwback?
I've got no reason to help you, Eli.
I've got no reason to help you.
Yeah, you say that now. Wait until they try to do to you what they've done to me. Then you'll be asking me for help. Come back when you've reconsidered.
I don't think I'm going to reconsider, Eli. I think I'm going to go talk to Boulder again. I'm assuming I can talk to Boulder again, or do I have to help him? Is it a thing where like the only way this quest is getting sorted out, or this mission is getting sorted out? I'm going to talk to Boulder again and see if by interfering in that works. See if that's a thing.
Sin. No. No, please. Not today. Father? No. No, 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 no. Not yet.
As if that soundtrack's still playing. That's a bug, by the way. Boulder.
Faith is our shield.
No, apparently I can't do anything with that. I have to agree to maybe help him. Maybe that'll get me some experience. So I'll do that instead. But I've run out of time for this video, so I will do that next time, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry it has been slow progress this video. We've got a lot of like kind of lore stuff done. Yeah, I'm just going to move away from these guys. They're not going to shut the fuck up anytime soon. Yeah. So yeah, more of a lore video and kind of us building what's going on here in the cleric base. I do know one other person after this quest that I can go to that actually will get us some decent experience and take us out of the hort to a nearby base. So I'll do that next time. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I very much enjoyed playing. And as usual, I have been Lord Exsus, and I'll see you guys in the next video. In a bit.